What is happening, sports fans? It's your main man, Matt, from the DFS 5-pack, rocking it solo. It is Thursday, September 23rd. We got Thursday Night Football. We got MLB Day Slate going on right now. I did not play it. I'm waiting for this main slate. We got 5 games again to talk over tonight. I'm excited about it. I love these MLB slates when there's other sports going on. I wish the contests were bigger, but it is what it is. We get what's given to us, and we'll take it. Still got some decent contests out there, and I'm excited to break the slate down because I think there's some good places to go. That said, let's dive right in. As far as pitching goes, looks like there's 3 guys for me that are wildly in play. First one's going to be McCullers. I don't love chalky McCullers, but he looks like one of the top dogs on the slate. I don't think he's a must considering the guys below him. And I bet his ownership is cut a little bit because of that. As of right now, he's coming in with quite a bit of love, and it makes sense. Not the highest owned pitcher on the slate. That's going to be Aaron Nola. I figured Castillo might get more love than McCullers, but I don't know. I guess it's going to be close. Steven Matt's not in play for me at that price point. I just don't really see it. Castillo, coming off a gem against the Dodgers. I was on him that start. He was really, really good. I think we can go right back. They're pitching with a lot of confidence right now. The Reds are playing for a lot. They extended him. They put him out in the 7th after he was already at 100 pitches. Gotta love to see that. Castillo's high on my short list and right there with Aaron Nola. I mean, always a guy we like better at home. Coming off at least one really good road start. Also pitched well against the Rockies at home, but wasn't good on the road the 2 starts prior to that. So like him being home, good matchup against the Pirates here. Not the Orioles, the Pirates. Just way too cheap at 8,500. I think he should be the most expensive pitcher on the slate in this spot specifically, and he's not. And I think you just lock him in and move on. So if I'm making one lineup right now, it's Castillo and Nola. After that, Oviedo, no, Otto. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see me wanting to go to Otto, Pineda, Lothar, and Overton. No thanks. So I'm sticking with the McCullers, Nola, Castillo crew, and I think that Nolan Castillo is probably the way to go. And you can get different offensively. Much more interested in getting different offensively than I am getting different with pitchers. As far as the offenses go, let's break it down game by game. So Washington and the Reds, we've got Corbin against Castillo. Washington, like if you're using McCullers and Nola, I don't mind using a couple pieces of Washington. We know Castillo is not like impervious to getting hit. It can happen. I like the Castillo side much more. The side that's really interesting to me in this game is Cincy. Corbin, very hit or miss, mostly miss these days. And, the Cincy lineup's just good. India, Castellano, Sabato, Stevenson hitting second at catcher. I imagine they might get more love as the day goes on. Their lineup looks pretty good tonight and very affordable outside of the top guys. Yeah, I think the Reds are wildly in play. Not my top offense, but certainly in play. All right, Pittsburgh and Philly. I'm not using Pittsburgh against Aaron Nola. I just don't really see it. And the Phillies, definitely in play against Luis Oviedo and a bad Pittsburgh bullpen. Yeah, nice win for Philly last night. I could see them going off here. Their lineup is obviously weaker without Rhys Hoskins, but you still got Bryce Harper, Real Muto, Didi, and McCutchen who are affordable. So Philly's another one, kind of like the Reds. I don't love them, but definitely in play for me, for sure in play. Now we get an interesting one, Texas and Baltimore. Both offenses getting a little bit of love. And it makes sense. Good ballpark, bad pitching. The offenses aren't good. And with Baltimore getting love, I guess that I don't hate taking a shot on Otto and GPPs if you want to spend up on bats. I mean, Baltimore's coming in as chalk. They're very affordable. Mountcastle and Mullins are in the mid-4s. Other than that, these guys are just cheap as hell. So Baltimore makes sense as a cheap stack because of the spot they're in. They'll probably get way too much love, though. Texas also getting quite a bit of love against Lothar. He's not good. I get that as well. The lineup is not great. They've only got a few good guys that you actually want to roster, but they're in a really good spot against this crappy Baltimore bullpen. Lothar in Baltimore. I see why Texas is getting love. I'd put them right in like the Cincinnati and Philadelphia categories or group as far as like how they rank for me as stacks go. I do like Texas over Baltimore though, like for sure. Especially at their ownership. They're going to be a little bit harder to get, but I mean, I just think they're in a better spot. Now we get to Toronto and Minnesota. We've got Pineda against Match. So well, obviously, Toronto is definitely in play here. Pineda was pretty good last time out against Toronto, but now facing them again, Toronto's on the road in a decent hitters park here. Toronto makes a lot of sense as the top stack on the board. All the way, Vlad, Simeon, Bichette. I mean, the same guys I mentioned, Springer, Teoscar. Teoscar just having a hell of a year. So, yeah, this stack's wildly in play. They'll have some cheaper guys in the Corey Dickerson. And then the other side of it, too, Minnesota against Mats. Like, if you ignore Mats' price tag, I mean, the only reason we don't want to pick on him is because of that price tag. But I got no issue picking on him. This Minnesota team looks good right now. I doubt he plays if he's hurt, so that hurts them. Yeah, like Polanco, Donaldson. I'm not excited about Minnesota, but I would put them in the same, like, a lot of these teams are similar to me. I think Toronto and Houston stand out, and then a lot of the other teams are similar between Philly, Cincy, Texas, Baltimore, and Minnesota. None of the teams that I like the pitcher, like none of the Angels, Pirates, Nationals, really. Although of those, I definitely like the Nationals the most, then Angels, then Pirates, if forced to choose. All right, last but not least, probably my top offense on the board. Cobb was good last time out, but he's not throwing a ton of pitches. The Angels bullpen is not good. The Astros got going last night, not in a major way, but in a decent way. Jordan will not be in the lineup, so that's worth noting. It sucks, but it also makes them a little bit cheaper. Altuve should be in there. Bregman's a little more expensive, which should keep his ownership down. Correa, Gurriel, Tucker. Their lineup is just potent. I like them a lot here. Cobb was good last time out, but he hadn't pitched in a while before that. I think he could come back down to earth here. And again, he's not going to have the longest of pitch counts either. So worth noting. Then the Angels, I mean, nah. McCullers is good enough. He can get hit around sometimes, but I don't really think this is the spot for it. If you want to go like Ohtani, he walked 4 times yesterday. I love that, seeing a guy like that walk so many times. So one-off Ohtani, especially in a lineup like this where you're not using McCullers, I'm about that. Walsh is cheap. Don't hate that. But really, it'd just be Ohtani for me as a contrarian one-off that I doubt many people get to. And we know, like, he can run. He's got big power. So he's never out of play. And after 4 walks yesterday, I kind of like the idea of getting there today. That is what I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Short and sweet today. It's a shorter slate, so quick video. If you have any questions, you want to go check out the DFS 5-pack and learn about some things, holler at me. We'd love to have you. We got Thursday Night Football. I know Ryan's coming out with the content for that. We got NFL main slate this weekend. So exciting stuff, guys, and let's crush it. Appreciate you as always. Have a great Thursday night and leading into the weekend.